In this video, we're going to be working on my daily driver, the BMW 5 Series. The car's nearly 20 years old now, and it's getting to the point where it needs some TLC. Now, this video was meant to be just changing some suspension arms, one day, one job, in and out. It ended up eating up all of my weekends throughout January, and in the end, we've got a three-part, a trilogy feature of keeping this old car on the road. Bangonomics! Is it worth it to keep an old car going? Well, this car now costs over £400 a year in road tax, and the insurance is pretty silly on it now as well. Is it worth it to keep the old car going? All of the time and money that I've spent on it, the stress, I've had to really question myself. Am I making a mistake here? Would it not be better to just buy a new car? I'm sure the government would love for me to buy a brand new car because, of course, I would be saving the planet by doing so. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Now, I did the numbers and I decided for what this car has actually cost me over the past 4 years and the amount of mileage I've done, it's really not been too bad. There's not many other cars that could do what this car does. And if the Ford Transit is the backbone of Britain, then the E61 is the backbone of this channel. Let's have a little recap. Hi YouTube, got a bit of a different video for you today because I've bought a new car recently. And then I realised what it was. I was like, oh yes. We've been struggling on this for I've been struggling on this for a long time. That's just coming out there. Oh, it's coming now. It's coming now. Filming with glory. What are you talking about, Dan? This is completely normal. This, like, you know, this is how you take them out in a 5 Series now. Did you not know? No, I didn't know that. Come on, baby. Oh. Should not have started this. Should not have started this. Should not have started this. This is by far been the worst thing I've ever decided to do. And the reason it's better than all of the other estate cars that I've had, the wagons, the Tourings, the reason the E61 is better is when you attach a trailer. If you didn't know, all 5 Series Tourings since the E39 come with self-leveling rear suspension. That, with the automatic gearbox and the 6-cylinder diesel engine, makes for a pleasurable towing experience that not many other cars can match. A lot of you had a lot of affection for the Volvo and questioned why I didn't just tow with that. Well, for one, it can't tow as much, but also they're front wheel drive, which is not only boring for a daily driver, but also suboptimal for towing. Just to interject, I had a little look at Volvos during recording this, and it seems that a late 2000 and D5 all-wheel drive Lux can tow the same as the 5 Series, and is perhaps a good rival. But these cars would seem to be super rare, as there's none for sale currently on Auto Trader. The Mercedes E-Class could be another option, but like the Volvo, not all of these had self-leveling rear suspension, whereas every single 5 Series did. Of course, you could also consider an Audi A6, but like the Volvo, only the 4-wheel drive models have the higher capacity to match the 5 Series, which again is pretty boring. I really don't think there's a better daily driver than a 5 Series Touring if you're planning on towing. Obviously, if you're planning on towing heavier cars and trailers, you're going to want a heavier car like a Discovery or an X5. But if you're just towing cars like Civics and MR2s, anything up to about 1.3 tons, then you don't need anything more than a 5 Series Touring. So anyway, that brings me back to my car. Perhaps a newer 5 Series Touring would be a nice idea, but I don't think the juice will be worth the squeeze. I originally bought this car for £2,000 4 years ago, and I'd probably have to spend 5 times that to get into an equivalent newer shaped 5 Series. I don't want to do that. Will it be 5 times the car? No. It wouldn't even be 2 times the car. So I decided to fix it. I do quite like it, and despite the government's best wishes to get me out of this car, it is good at what it does, and there's not many other cars could do it better. So we're going to keep it going, but the car has a few surprises in store. This video was meant to be a single entry to the Bangernomics, get it back on the road for another year. It ended up eating up most of my free time throughout January, and in the next 3 videos you'll be able to see all the joy that's associated with repairing an old rusty car.
I think something's wrong with her. I checked this morning and there was water in the exhaust.
Before we get started, just a quick word from today's video sponsor.
Dixon, sale. Dixon. Dixon, sale. Dixon. Dixon. Sale. Dixon. Dixon. Sale. Dixon.
I am, of course, only joking, but I would like to give a quick nod to everyone on Patreon who's still supporting me into 2024. This year could be very different to the ones that precede it, and I'm very grateful for everyone's support. And yes, last year's Hot Hatch finale in the Civic at Silverstone is coming up very soon. Now then, good morning. It's a very fresh winter morning that you join me on today. It's the 6th of probably can't say that on YouTube just yet, can you? Maybe, but we're working on the 5 Series today. It's a fresh one today. The car's saying half a dungarees science. I don't know what it's going to be like in the barn, but it's a nice winter's morning, and this video is all about the 5 Series. We've got some repairs to do to the front suspension. So this video is technically a part 2, but we're going to ignore part 1. I started doing this job a few weeks ago on the floor because the E46 was still on the ramp. The E46 is off the ramp now, so we're going to get it on the ramp and have a good go at this. Okay, switching to head cam. There's a lot of stuff going on lately, and just I'm not having a great time with this, to be honest. In fact, you could say I'm having a bad time. Don't worry about it. Look what I've bought. This will fix everything. 55 quid on the trade card. Halford's quite nice sockets. Spanners. Ratchet spanners. Fixed ratchet spanners. Shiny. Very shiny. I think these will help us. This does have the potential to also be a bad job, but the tunes are on and I've got new tools, so hopefully not. So these are 18 by 9 ET30, yeah. You might notice something about the wheel bolts, because yes, despite being 18 by 9 ET30, easy tiger, they was too small for the 5 Series. But luckily I had these 20mm of wheel spacer kicking about. Too much that in it, but anyway, stance. We do like stance. This tyre's alright. I mean, this, I don't think this side's worn, to be honest, but you change these things in pairs, don't you? Now, I did these arms myself a few years ago, and I fitted heavy Bilstein, and yeah, I mean, maybe you're supposed to torque them up while it's level, right? And we've got used to the 4-posters today, so when we do alignment we'll make sure they're tight, but I'm not too impressed with their life. We can blame the install, it was probably me, right? But anyway, this lad Hello. Goes there. Yeah, it's definitely that one, isn't it? That looks like a to get out. We got, oh, don't tell me I have to take the strut off. We'll be able to visit a bodge. I did a bodge on this a few years ago on the strut, so we'll be able to visit that. See if it's still broken. See if it's still there. Sorry. So I can I get in there? Or do I need to take this off? Probably just take this off. Hello, sir. Would you like to? Would you like to come off? I heard an American on a TikTok or something like that call. They asked for a socket wrench on this video. I was like, what, a socket wrench? It must be an American thing. Oh, these are a bit crusty, aren't they? A socket wrench. What do you reckon that is? I'll show you what he got. What are you doing, you? Do you know what a socket wrench is? Yeah. You heard of that phrase before? That's what an American would call, or certainly this American that I saw on TikTok. Yeah, basically a ratchet. We're amateurs, mate, that's why. Every day's a school day, though, isn't it? Oh, we've got a brake line to change on this as well. I don't know if we'll do that today or not, but it's definitely a concern of mine. Oh, that's rotten. Rotten to the car. To be honest, these sockets aren't the best for rotten stuff, so I'll not attempt that. I will go and get something that's a bit better. These Draper sockets were a gift from Mick Garage back in the day. The case is dead, but I've still got most of the sockets. And these are very good at rusty boys like that, if I can get it on. I bought a new hammer as well. Look, I've been spending some. I know, I've been spending some of that YouTube money. This looks like a bit of a pain, but we'll try. A few tappy taps. Nah, she's a little bit rotten. Alright, let's not mess about. A mini cut-off wheel would be nice right at that now. A mini cut-off wheel would be very nice right about now. I don't have one of them, but I do have a big cut-off wheel, or a medium-sized. If you're Paul de Resta, it'd be a medium. I think I saw, aha! Who needs to tidy up? Not me. Oh, actually, I've got another new tool. Hang on. Oh, I'm excited. This is something that I've needed for 10 years maybe and never bought and always struggled without. It was only about a tenner. You know. So this is an impact driver, if you didn't know what it was. So basically you smack it and it turns as it goes down. Basically. Thor. You don't want to play? Can't quite get on its square. Alright, let's try the electric version. Oops, steady. You know, it's not physical. Ooh. Now you're asking. Ah, no flathead bits. Guess we could make it into a crosshead. The chance of success just took a nosedive, but I can't even get in on it because I'm going to hit the... Never mind. It'd be ideal if that fitted in that, but they didn't think it through, did they? If I could get on that square, I can maybe try and turn the steering. It's moved like 30 degrees maybe. So it's doing something, but I might have had it the wrong way. No, that was the right way. Lefty loosey, yeah? How long do I persevere? Well, the tools package escalated quite quickly. We've hit a problem. I've hit a problem. I'm struggling. So the front hubs on these are alloy, right? And the strut needs to come out for us to get the ball joint out, right, of the hub. And guess what? Yeah, she's seized. I had this problem before when I changed them the first time, and I managed to get a chisel in. There's like a pinch point at the back, right, where the bolt goes through and clamps around the strut. So you get a chisel up there and spread it, but can't seem to do that this time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've got the same chisel, but yeah, maybe I need to. Maybe it was a different chisel, but I'm struggling. Definitely struggling to get the chuffing strut. I don't need to get it out. I just need to get it down a little bit from where it is. It's a big old thing, and yeah, pain in the ass, but I will prevail. Well, I've certainly lost any enthusiasm that I had at the start of this video, but I've just had a thought, right? And this is a nice thought. So I currently don't have any other vehicles to drive other than this one, right? You see where I'm going with this? Nothing else is drivable. So we need another drivable vehicle, don't we? Otherwise, these repairs, man, what I need is like a courtesy car or a winter car. A winter car. I might have a look on the old Facebook marketplace and see what's about. Something to razz through winter. Let's have a look. I've made a right mess of it now, trying to get it done, and I've heated it up. I've done all the usual stuff. I think the answer is to take it off, kind of as one piece. Take the strut off. Just take everything off, yeah. But I don't want to do that now, man, because it's getting late, and maybe I'm being lazy, but like, I just can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna put it back together, and we'll come back to this. What a waste of time. The problem I've got now is this thing's proper loose in the ball joint, and you know, I just need to put some pressure on and do the nut up. But honestly, I can't believe how seized it is. It's pathetic. I've given it some absolute wally, man. Like, I'm gonna have to. I need to take it out so I can get onto this properly, and you know, I need to do it off the car. So yeah, I'll do that another time. Probably try and do the brake line and everything at the same time, but I guess she's just gonna have to try and wobble down to Silverstone next weekend, best she can. I'll rotate the tyres, yeah, at least then the PS5s will last a bit longer. This is not even the side that's broken. I should have started at the other side. Muppet. So I had some nice tyres fitted recently after running about on the Apex wheels for so long. I got some of these Yokohama all-season tyres, and yeah, the front end's not aligned at all, and it's got weird knocking noises everywhere. So I don't want to ruin these posh tyres. I want them to last a good amount of time. So the car needs a wheel alignment and a few bushes. Yeah, we're having a daily day. All right, anyway, this car is still going strong, yes, 195,000 miles on it. I've been doing some testing lately to try and, I was gonna make a video about driving on the motorway. That's where winter's taken us. That's what the tyres are, if you're interested. Blue Earth on an old diesel. Oh no, this car's tax is now over £400 a year. because, you know, Mother Earth is hurting from this, you know, 20-year-old diesel. Yeah, of course she is. Let's not get into that debacle, eh? What a fucking idiots. Oh, go and buy me a brand new electric car and I'll save. Fuck off. You can't say that so early on the video, Dan. I know. Let's get inside. Got some fun to do. Oh, slippy. Oh, the car thinks something's very wrong as well with the brake pads. Boring. We'll have a look at that too. Oh, we've had the first casualty. Drove her right into the ramp there. So close. Yeah, it's so far. It's a pain. You know, if you're going to install a ramp, take it from me. Don't put it in the corner. Never put baby in the corner. It's so hard to get into. Yeah. Temperature saying, uno, por favor. Uno. Just before we get too into it, I've had a few comments. Yeah, music good, right? Music good. Well, there is a playlist link in the description. There always has been. I've been updating it a little bit the past couple of weeks. It's not perfect. There's still a few songs which I'm iffy on. If you think I should add a song, then comment the song, right? Yeah? Okay. Or if you think I should remove a song, comment the song, right? Or a timestamp or whatever, right? Anyway. Love and Happiness is an E61. Perfect song to get started with. No fucking way. There's 1,500 songs in this playlist. What? Well, that was weird. Glitch in the Matrix. So let me put the head cam on and I'll show you what the problems are, but it's probably going to be a full front end teardown. The only parts that we have, ignore the mess. We do only have 2 control arms. Now I know one of these is definitely dead, so maybe it'll make things better, but I think we might end up doing the top mounts as well, but we'll see. There are some bushes on the back that we need to do at some point as well, but let's get the neck torch on. Unfortunately, the car being muddy is nothing I can do about that. Annoying, but oh well. So the really broken part is in here, and it's the front control arm, and you can't really see it there, but it's when you torque the wheels up, you really notice it. There's lots of movement in the wheel like that. It looks like it's got adaptive caster almost. That top mount, that damper looks healthy. Yeah, we maybe should have got some new dampers, but hey, let's just do what we can. So that's healthy. Yeah, this is all healthy. So this is going to be a pain in the ass to do, and the reason why we're doing it on the ramp is because everything's alloy, and I think they call it galvanic corrosion. Galvanic corrosion, maybe. Long story short, it's not in a happy place. How do you test if your top mount bearings dead? There's a lot of rattling going on. Maybe we'll find some drop links and stuff that we need, but we've only got these arms. I do have some new top mount bearings somewhere, which I bought for the car a long time ago, but I don't know where they are. But anyway, I'm gonna get the wheels off and then get some trim off, and then we'll be able to see where these arms are at least and get those sorted out. But we're going to take the wheel arch liner off and everything, so unless we can get into it underneath. Oh, such a mess. Right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. You will be required. You never know when you might need this. Keep it in your car. Ah, there we go. Look at them, lovely tyres. State of that. Lovely. You're behind. So this arm is that arm. No, wrong way around. This arm is that arm, the spaghetti arm. And to get in there, we might not have to take so much trim off. Let's try and do it without taking trim off. Let's take the long shortcut. But the issue is, if you come around here, the shock needs to go up in order to get the ball joint side out. The shock needs to come up, and the shock is seized in to the hub. So that's where our fun's going to be today. It might end up being taking everything off and doing it in the vise on the lovely bench. Maybe I'll clean the bench up before we get too engrossed in this. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? I'll do that now. Okay, first job, let's just try and clean some of this mud off so we can see what it is we're working with. Oh, it's pretty fucking dirty, like. What a waste of time. Just all mud. Wants a brush, really. That doesn't look too healthy, does it? You alright there, pal? I do have a brake pad warning, so I wonder if that's related. I'm gonna try and do a fix on that. I really don't want to have to take the hub off. It'd be a pain in the ass if we do that. Everything feels a little bit loosey-goosey. It's not too surprising, but... So this is going to be the problem. This arm is going to be the problem on both sides. Well, it's a problem because it's the one that we need to change, but it's also a twat to get out. Oh yeah, that's well fucked. Must be this side that's fucked then. Can you see that? It's not just like, that's pretty normal, but I can fully move it side to side. We can go back to try and get the strut out of the hub, but pain in the ass. It's got a pinch bolt here. It's all alloy and, you know, galvanic corrosion. We can try. Yeah, we can try, but I don't think we're going to succeed. We'll probably start there first, then we'll get a better idea of what sort of day this is going to be. Oh, it's nuts and bolted. What? Weird. Oh, hang on. I think I might have broke the threads on it. Back in the day, maybe. Let's try this. If it's a 19, then it was definitely me. No, it's an 18. Maybe it's meant to be like that. We will see a good bodge on one side of this, on the roll bar. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks healthy. Just take some time. So the tip, what people say to do, is to get a chisel in this little pinch point here but I was at it for hours before, and it's more that the all around here is seized together on my car. The strut to the hub, it's all seized together, so I can break this apart as much as I want, but I can't get this to free up. So we can try some heat. I think that's going to be our only friend, really. We'll try and get a chisel in there and then try some heat and try tapping it, see if it'll free up. Otherwise, then it's going to be I'm going to take it all off and try and do it in a vise, which I don't really want to do, but we'll see. Okay, so let's get a chisel in there and try some heat. I have had these off before because I've changed the suspension arms before. I'll go with this one. Cool. You can see where I was hammering it before on the carrier mount, which is not ideal, but hello friend. Watch out for brake lines. Just gonna make a line so we can see if it's actually doing anything. It's definitely not moving. Could do with a smaller punch. No. I don't like it. Obviously we need to try and heat it all up, but it's a bit close to the ABS sensor. If we took this arm out of the way, we might be able to have a better chance, but look at the state of it. It's not going to come out easy either, is it? But if we had that out of the way, then we'd be able to get out the chisel better, and maybe the chisel's the key. I don't know. What do you think? Take this off, get on the chisel square, try and drive the chisel in a bit more and see if that fixes it. Or does it just snap the hub? Oh, that boot is dead. We can try some super glue on there if the ball joint's good. The ride height sensors on there as well for the headlights. Hello. Look how clean everything is, it's good. Alright, so I got getting this off. Let's lift the car up so I'm not on knees. Just cleaning all the shit off, so hopefully this nut will actually come off as well, but we'll see, we'll see. Third time lucky. Gosh, it's tight. Okay. We're gonna need Jackie's help, I think, today. I don't know where he is, he's gone wandering. Far away in time. It's got pretty far, but I think it started spinning now. Gonna be lots of hammering today, which is fun. Let's go and get the main man. your priority. Ecologically. Drive an old car. Live your life ecologically. Yeah? That's what he's telling you. In sweet harmony. Not even a little bit. Just put my hair in this, which was nice. Oh, Jackie. I think it is coming. This is on a fucking knife edge. I don't want to lose a finger. Oh, it's not coming. You sure make me feel like... Well, we could always undo the inside. Undo the inside and swing it out of the way with it being a ball joint. That might also help us get it off. Can't have to do that. Just wondering if it's worth taking the caliper off and stringing it up there just so the additional droop doesn't break all of this, but I guess we'll find out. What's that on the inside? Dirty. Feel like loving. Fucking hell. Everything's just so dirty. I don't see where there's room for this to even come out. Might be a case of taking all the under trays off. Okay, the nut's ready to come off, but it's all stuck now. I can't get the spanner off. Oh dear. I've got both spanners stuck. Both of the spanners are stuck. Let's try some brute force. Let's take that trim off. I got just the tool for the job. Oh. I swear this is not right. We fixed it in the... Oh, you've seen that video maybe already. That seems super slow. But if it works, it works. Of course, they're fucking rusted and rounded heads. Of course. These Draper sockets have saved me many times on such rusted heads, so let's see if they can do this one. This is where we find out the spanners are actually locked in there. No, we're good, we're good. Oh, it's clean in there. Here was it, last one. Look at that lovely piece of engineering. And that is also attached. Okay, maybe we can just unplug that. That'd be easier, won't it? I think the bolt's maybe in the wrong way. It'd be nice to slide that over. Needs a real good jet wash this. This would be good jet wash material. Neck torch, come on, stop being daft. So we're going to try and get this ride height level switch off now. But it's filthy, so I don't know if you can see much. The ball joint's fucked in that anyway. Maybe do a cable tie on there just in case. Nope. Might be a job for the knips. This is annoying. Oh yeah, that's it, brake. Why? Why brake? Fuck, bro. Am I being a retard? Okay. So that one's cable tying as well, but this should all come off. The variable speed of the steering doesn't work. I wonder if there's this wiring all looks pretty funky. Maybe we'll check that out. Not that you need it, but just it complains about it every time I start the car. Right, Jackie, you're up. Wobbliest transmission jack in the world. Had a bit of a wobble, aren't you, mate? But moving on. Am I being retarded? Oh, will that come out? A long ass bolt. Huh. Oh, we may as well try and get this off now with it being nearly off. I might be able to put enough pressure on it with my body. No. Maybe we'll try and do the old school. Get a socket in there. Get a bit in there. What are saying, T40? 40 weight, 50 weight. I think it is a 40, but It's obviously very corroded. A few taparoos. Really need a small hammer. I'm getting a hammer like that, but a small one. I think that'd be good. No, it's span. The Torx bit just span. This one. So I really like this kind of music. Sometimes. I don't think it's garage music, so I'm gonna remove this one. Right. Let's getting this out now. We're gonna have to try some. Oh, we're just gonna have to try pressure, really. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wow, some of these threads have got copper grease on them. There was an attempt. That's not on right, is it? I don't know. Struggling. Struggling. Okay, may as well give it a little tickle with this. Anything in the way? I think we're just going to have to try to get this in a place where I can jack it up, get as much pressure on it as possible without it slipping off. That's funny, bro. And doing it that way is now super hard because, you know, we've lost one of the mounting points. Right, I'll have a think. Alright, the story so far, we're, I don't know, about 2 hours in maybe? Let's not focus on it, although the temperature's gone up, so that's good. Now a lovely 5 degrees. I've disconnected the roll bar, and this arm is still in a bit of a sad way. This lateral arm, I don't know if you want to call it that, maybe, the one that went there. Yeah, but we'll come back to him, but I've been focusing on trying to get this strut to release, and it's definitely started to release on that left hand side. Sorry, that light's right in the way. On that left hand side it's definitely started to release, but on the right hand side it's just stuck solid. Yeah, I'm just going to keep tippy tapping in and hopefully get it to release soon, but yeah, it's not so good. I'll clean a bit more on the top as well, so that hopefully when it does release it'll actually slide off. That'll be nice, won't it? Well, I decided to try and remove the hub. I figured that was the best part. I've got this covered in, you know, whatever release. There's a thing in there, but still couldn't get it to free up. Yeah, trying to get the hub off it's just caused more pain than anything really. I had another go at getting this off as well. Fucked it pretty bad. So it's not looking good, man. It's looking like I'm gonna have to find a lift home, I think. I mean, the day's still young. It's only 12, but yeah, I'm having the same pain with this, and I just had Jackie putting all the pressure in the world I could, and she's just spinning, man. This is all very, very sad. It's got very sad very quick. Yeah, bad times. Alright, this is probably going about as bad as it could go right about now. Everything that I'm trying to remove is just not removing. I figured I'd be able to remove it all simply because I fitted it all a couple of years ago, but I mean the car's done a fair few miles recently, and well, it's mad. I mean, even the tie rod, I can't get the tie rod ball joint out of the hub. That's just whatever. So I thought I'll just disconnect the the tie rod, the inner and outer, and take it off that way. Now that's all seized and stuck. So, I mean, the car's MOT is due as well. That's another kind of reason why we're doing this work. It wouldn't have passed the MOT, or I don't know if it would have passed the MOT or not, how it was, but it wasn't right, and it's not been right for a while. And you know, there's only so much. I know Bangonomics just keep going until it dies. Well, you know, I wanted to try and fix it, but we're at a stage now. Is it an impasse? Is that what they call it? I'm just going to go on eBay now, or whatever, and price up how much it's going to be just to get all new tie rod, suspension arms, struts, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to invest that in the car. I imagine it'll be about £400, but let me go and check. And then what we might be after doing is, I don't have another car that works, but I can probably borrow one for a couple of days, get all those parts and just put all new parts on it, maybe. Treat it, maybe. It's been a good car overall, definitely a good car status, but annoying. Anyway, I'll do some pricing up and see. I'll build a basket on the bay. That's what I like to do. Try and get something with 20% off. They love doing that, don't they? Let's try and find a code, and then yeah, maybe just all new, and then it'll be like a new car, maybe. I've never had a road car with new struts. I'd quite like to feel new struts. La-di-da, Mr. Frenchman. Alright, I've just had a look on the old eBay, and I reckon it's probably going to be more like £400 on parts to fix her up. But I just had a realisation or something. If you think about the amount of money I've spent sometimes making videos when we're talking racing, particularly when I've been renting other cars. Now, the reason I'm spending that much money to do that is to create that content, right? I'm spending a lot of money to create that content, right? You see where I'm going with this? So, if I'm today creating content for you about fixing up an old 5 Series, then can you see where I'm going with this? Well, guess what I've just found? So this is a treat, this is a nice win. So I've got some boxes here, they're strut mounts, and these are tie rods, but guess what? It gets better. Inner and outer tie rods. So that's good. So we've got strut top mounts, we've got tie rods already. So all we need to buy, really, if we are gonna refurb this, I'd like to get some new struts anyway, just for the sake of it. Some new struts, maybe springs, I don't know, maybe springs, to you know, we'll see how much they are, maybe we'll just change the springs, eh? This is annoyingly in pretty good condition. I don't think it's broken, but the issue I've got is I've made a right mess trying to get this off. You see, I've been trying to burn away the nylock stuff, but also I figured I could try and grab the thread and then I'd repair the thread afterwards, but nothing I can try. I've put all the force in the world on it and everything. I just can't get it off, right? So I actually remember having to cut these off before on the first time I did this, so maybe that's the option. These, obviously tie rods, they're Titanic spec, yeah, not half. And we've got these front arms already, so what do we actually need to buy? Well, we'll probably have to cut this off. We can try, I think what we'll do for the rest of today is carry on stripping. It's the weekend anyway, so you know, there's no immediate rush to order stuff. And then we'll make a list and check it twice and buy some new parts, I guess, and we'll get it through the MOT for, you know, it's going to be, say if we spend a few £100 on it and get it through the MOT, and you know, I've just spent, you know, you can tell how much these tyres were, right? These are not cheap tyres, and I've already invested here, so you know, it's an old car, yeah, and I know we'd save the planet, you know, Mr. Taxman, Mr. Ved, Mr. Road Tax. I know I'd save the planet if I bought a more modern car, you know, because that's how saving the planet's done, right? Is to buy brand new cars, because the energy associated with driving an old car is much greater than the energy that is spent building new cars and all the
and all of that. You know, I heard something recently. Apparently, the sales of new cars is a huge amount of the tax income for the government. I don't know exactly how much. Maybe someone's more aware than me can put in the comments. But apparently, the sale of new vehicles is huge, which is perhaps another incentive as to why they tax the shit out of these old cars. But yeah, this car's due tax and MOT, so we're going to be spending close to £1,000 to keep this car going for another year. But is that small change compared to buying a brand new car? Of course it is. The only thing that lets this car down a little bit is the fuel economy. It's not great. You know, it could be a lot better. I had a drive of whenever I drive a more modern car, a diesel especially, you know, the fuel economy of like a 4-cylinder modern, well, I'm talking like 10-year-old here, but 10 years newer than this, diesel is quite extraordinary. But this is a big car, and you know, it perhaps does deserve a little bit of love. So anyway, I'm going to continue stripping down, and yeah, it might be time to get the reciprocating saw out soon. We'll see.
Hey man, don't you realize in order for us to make this thing okay? I mean, not you, not the cops, nobody, man. I mean,
One side done. Right, driver's side's off, so just get the passenger side out now. May as well just take it all out the same. We may as well fit those new top mounts and stuff, right? Well, I've got the parts. I've already bought those, let's just fit them. Let's try and make this nice. The front end, it's definitely the front end. These Nipex are great. It's definitely the front end which is struggling. It's the front end that I can feel rattling. So let's just refresh it and have a nice car. Yeah, all right. Easy crew. Just hope I don't have to, well, just hope I don't break the hub getting this off. I've already had quite a lot of goes at it, you know, while it was in there. There's a lip. There's a lip on the shocker. I think that's the shocker, right? Or is that the hub? No, it's got to be the shocker, yeah. There's like a lip there, which obviously it sits past and clamps it in, but no lip at the top. I'd have thought a lip at the top would be more important to stop it, you know, but maybe. When you are with me. Might be able to get some kind of, if we're going to put new shocks on anyway, these are the original shocks, right? Yeah. If we're going to put new shocks on anyway, then we might be able to pry in there and pry the shocker out maybe. But this is definitely an issue here, but we'll get to it. A lot of the parts, and we'll hopefully next weekend be able to reassemble all this. This is also, that ball joint's got stuck. I don't know if it's always been stuck, but that ball joint moves, but the bottom one doesn't. I don't think there's much saving this. I mean, the boot is torn anyway, so maybe, you know, maybe its days are numbered anyway while we're here, right? These arms, they're about £80 each for FAG ones, which is top quality. So, but it's a shame because there's nothing wrong with them apart from what I've done. You know, I've caused them to need replacing now. The struts, the car has needed struts for a while. You can tell when the struts are gone, right? That bearings. Wow, there's a lot of play. I mean, this is the original. I thought I needed bearings a while ago, that's why I bought them, but wow, there's a lot of side to side movement in there. But does it matter? I think it would matter, right? Maybe that's also part of the problem. Should I get some new springs anyway? I've already changed one of the springs on this, which is this side, I think. Might be worth just getting some new springs anyway, just to preventative maintenance. Maybe. They do snap. That one already looks a bit kinky, doesn't it? Get some lowering springs, bro. No, I don't think so. Right, so I've already taken the bolt out the front there. What's next? Track rod. We can try and take the track rod off nice, but I mean, that was a lot easier. How do you adjust the rear? There's some bolts there. Just thinking when it comes to aligning the car. I mean, the rear tyres always wore really nice on this anyway, but there's a few bushes in the back that we could maybe look at doing. The two that go in from the lower control arm. Should we get some new shocks for the back as well? Fucking hell. Should we do it? Maybe. It's had new airbags not too long ago. I've got an LSD for it as well, you know. There's an LSD sitting over there to fit into this eventually. Maybe we just do everything, have a real good time. My dad said I can borrow, he's still got my mum's old Mini, he says I can borrow that for a little bit, so. I've got a vehicle sorted. Maybe we spend some time making this real nice. Whoa, can you imagine? A change will do you good. Good tune. I think it might. What's this? Is that a leak? Nah, surely not. Change will do you good. Do you good. Heavens. Full power, big gun, bottom strut bolt says no. There's some corrosion for you, fucking hell. Let's try the nut on the back. You gonna turn? Oh, the cheap socket didn't like that. Fuck. Okay. No. No, this is definitely not a problem I expected to have. I'm a bad, bad boy. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry, it needs recalibrating anyway. You with me? Jesus Christ. Fuck. Wow. So the pinch bolt on this side won't even move. So that's nice. Jesus. Fucking hell. That is tight. That's a problem. That is a problem. Well, I'll tell you what it can be. It can be a problem for another time. So my father is actually going to come and pick me up, but because of something called the football, he's having to come in the next hour or so. So let's not worry too much about that. Let's just get it off in a wanna like that. Yeah, cool. The roll bar's going to be a twat in it. If I can't get that bolt out, I'm going to have to take the roll bar off. From the barata. I'm a bad, bad boy. Yes. See, that's what normally happens with them things. You just put a bit of stress on the ball joint and, you know, it's happy for freedom, but it doesn't always happen, but normally it does. What's next? Just the inner one there and then the tie rod, which we're going to try and take it off properly. Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see that? It's like a layer of smeg on in the threads. So we'll cut that off. Alright. And then just the back arm, which we might get away with not having to buy another one if we're smart here. We just take it off there. Oh. Just love. That's tight. Oh, let's take that cover off again, eh? God bless you. You make me feel brand. A few new parts and you'll feel brand new. Yeah? A few new parts and you'll feel brand new. Don't worry about it. We've had some good times in this. Well, certainly. This car is kind of like, I don't know, I was going to say main character, but maybe not main character, but it's always there. It's got such a supporting role, or it has had such a supporting role in my endeavours, the endeavours which a lot of you subscribe to, right? So, I mean, I don't think we're going to be making it feel brand new. We need to do a brake line on it as well, that'll be fun. Maybe a gearbox service while we're here. Fucking hell. Steady on. Right. A lot of cable ties holding under trays on, but that's fine. Dun, dun. Right. Casualize. That's going to be a bit tricky to get into. Always a woman to me. Let's just cut it there, but I'll try to cut it there. Everyone doing good? Yeah. Some sensory stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. And brake caliper and brake line. Yeah, these cheap sockets are not happy with this job. I don't think I've got any bungee cords spare. Try and use this belt, I think. No. I could use a ratchet, but they're a bit clunky, aren't they? That one might be okay. Oh no, the disc. Oh, this is a unforeseen problem. It's broken in there. I tried to fix it. Don't ask. Oh, maybe I need two in there. Onto the trestle. Everything will be just fine. A bit more dangerous this side because I can't see what's happening. I'm sure it'll be alright. Lovely stuff. Alright, I guess we're done. Tidy up. I'm gonna get them on the bench ready for well, we might be able to get some more bits done, but let's have a tidy up. Just looking at this pinch bolt. Where do you want to put your arms on? This is the one that was seized, right? And yeah, she's not budging, man. It's crazy. Like, this is the nut on the end of it, right? So this should surely come off, right? Wow, it's crazy. I think we can just cut it out, right? We can just snip that and get a new bolt, but I'm just curious if I can actually get this pinch bolt out. If only we had a vise or something, right? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, the top mount feels pretty similar. Like, lots of side to side movement, but that one's not even spinning, so yeah, that'll be a lot of the noise I was getting. See, that's dead. I'm surprised this won't come out. Moved a little bit. Not my new drive shafts. Oh, the bolt head was moving as well. Yeah, fucking hell. Have it. Alright, we got it moving. I thought it was going to snap. I thought it'd be good content if it snapped, but just required some brute forcing. Ooh, interesting. Till the night closes in. Lovely corrosion. Oh, we got it out. A tip that I remember from before. Oh, blush me. A tip that I remember from before was to get a 3/8 socket extension. Try and tippy tappy it in. It's not big enough at the minute. Right. This one's coming out. Amazing. Wow. That's what should happen. That's what should happen. That's proper fuck that top mount. Oh yeah, it's nasty in there. Put that there so we know it's from that side. Although the fact that it's out of the hub might be more of a help. Well, maybe didn't need to undo the hub on that side, but what about this side? Can we do the same again? Oh, sorry, the tip was to, yeah, you were supposed to put that in and turn it. Hang on, I'm getting excited. It's fucking coming out. Which is good, I guess. This is not the way you're supposed to do it. You really have some wood there, but if we're gonna get new shocks, right? If we're gonna get new shockers, there you go. Yeah, that bearing's rough, but not as bad as that one. Cool, well, got the shockers out. Shame about all the other collateral damage. Need to see if I've got some spring compressors. I know I have some, but I don't know if they'll be much cop. Don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. What do you think? Explosion or not? Explosion or not? Oh, I think there could be an explosion. On the last thread, just send it. Ah, no explosions. Oops, someone didn't tidy up properly. Yeah, I'll get to that. But all done now for this one. I think maybe things weren't as bad as what this was making out. Maybe if I'd been able to get a bit better on that pinch, then I would have got it out in the end. But look at the mess I've made of it. Trying to get it out, not good. I just tried to put the bolt through as well, and it's not quite aligned, you could say. But they're both out, and I've just taken one of the disassembled one of the dampers as well. And what's your view on this? I think I'll change it anyway, but it's definitely returning, so it's still doing to the ride quality. I don't know, not a lot, I suspect. But anyway, but anyway, this bush was definitely dead. The top mounts were definitely dead, and we'd have had a real bad time when it came to alignment anyway, so it's probably a good thing that we're changing the tie rods. I'm a little bit sad that probably going to change these as well. I mean, I didn't even touch this one, I took it off whole, yeah, so maybe don't need to change that. I mean, the ball joint feels tight, well, it's loose but tight, but you can tell, you can hear it. You can't quite hear it, but I think the boot's gone as well. So both of the boots have gone, and we may as well just change the lot, I reckon, while we're here. But yeah, that's it from this one. So the struggles of keeping old cars on the road rather than just buying new ones, volume 100 and whatever. Bangonomics, I don't know, Bangonomics is more like you don't really look after the car, you just use it until it's spent and then get another one. But now I'm invested in tyres, and we've got the MOT coming up, and this car's been so loyal, you know, I may as well keep it going, right? May as well keep it going. But that's enough from this one. So yeah, what will we do? What will happen? I'm going to spend some money. I'm not going to replace everything, because everything doesn't need replacing, but most of this is going to get, hopefully won't have to buy new hubs, because that could open up a whole new pain, you know, if we have to buy hubs as well. But everything else is pretty good. All the brake pads and all that stuff's good. We're going to need to bodge the brake sensor. There's something wrong with the brake pad wear sensor, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, we'll get there. So thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll hopefully get all this back together and maybe even finish with a nice fresh MOT for the E61. Oh, we're getting a new ramp tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Not here, down the bottom. Same as this one though. Lovely, love the new. I'm gonna have it just for alignment.